The amount of eyes on you right now. People love you. Ugh! Today's one of those days where I'm gonna tap out. I'm feeling so like I tapped into the angels, and there's just this energy of exhaustion, which is interesting, but it's not even exhaustion. I just think they want to fully come into my body because I can feel them. So we're just gonna let it come through. You know, I'm setting the intention. This message has found you for a reason. It has. And there's a lot of people watching you. A lot, okay? We've got fire energy. Things just shifted. The energies are loud. Yeah, let's just see what the angels want to say, okay? I feel like there's an initial message coming through right here to make sure that you're resting. For some reason, there's some really huge wave of energy that I'm feeling that's coming through right at this exact same time. And at this exact same time, you're moving through such a massive wave of energy, but at the same time, you need to rest, which is interesting. It's almost like you've been I'm getting like anticipating this energy for quite a while of like this wave of like intense energy, and you've had it happen, but with and it's not just a wave of energy in your body, it's like a wave of energy in the sense of like everything's picking up in your reality, everything's going off, like it's like fireworks from every direction is kind of the energy I'm getting. And it's almost like there's just an initial message to rest is what I'm feeling, because I can feel it in the back of my eyes. Maybe you didn't sleep very well last night, maybe you went to bed a little too late, or maybe you woke up super early. Could have woken up super early. Okay. The energy, hold on. Oh, it's always so hard. Can you guys see this? I always have such a hard time like letting them fully come through. Like it's like I'm like trying to like, but it's not for me. Angels, you have my permission. Okay. I'm hearing the angels have taken over the ship. The angels have taken over the ship. It's almost like you were driving the main like you were the driver and they were just helping you steer before, but now it's like they've just like I'm seeing like cartoon imagery. They're showing me you like poofing out of existence and poofing back into existence in the passenger seat. And they're like in the driver's seat now. Oh, this is why is this so funny? Angels. Oh, let me just get myself together. What the heck? I almost just went on a binge laugh. Maybe you've been laughing recently? Oh my gosh. Maybe you're about to laugh a lot. Whew. Laughing is also energy releasing, just so you know. Oh, my cheeks hurt. I haven't laughed in a while, obviously. Okay. I'm hearing that the angels have just taken over the ship. The angels have just taken over the ship. It's like there's been this time that you've been anticipating for a very, very long time, and the momentum has begun is what they're kind of giving me. It's almost like it's like now it's no longer in your control. Like you were held onto a bungee jump and you weren't jumping and someone just pushed you off and you're going. Oh, why are all these images so funny? There's gonna be a lot of laughter. There's gonna be a lot of laughter. There's gonna be a lot of laughter. I always know the angels are here when I'm repetitive. Like it's almost like I have to say it several times for some reason. Super interesting. Okay, Freya, you need to chill. Let go. Maybe you need to let go. Maybe you're trying to still like hold on to the wheel even though you're in the passenger seat. You're like, no. But they're like, there's no wheel in front of you. It's not your choice right now. Oh, there's somewhere you're meant to be. There's somewhere you're meant to be right now. And you're being taken to, I'm not getting just one place. There are several different fated moments that are about to happen in your life on a rolling cycle. So there's going to be all these fated moments where you're being taken places or being put in specific places at weird moments and weird times where things are very divinely orchestrated. Okay, there's divine orchestration happening directly for you at this current time. Oh, I was just hearing something. Oh, you're gonna see a lot of people. We started this message out with there's a lot of people watching you right now, but there's also a lot of people looking at you because you're being put in rooms and places where a lot of people are. You may have noticed recently a lot of past energies rising to the surface. I've also noticed that in the collective, there's a lot of tarot readers that are reading about jealous energies and entities and kind of just like energy that's like coming up from like old cycles that are coming up because you have stepped into a cycle where you are actually a better version of yourself. And it's triggering to a lot of people. We've already talked about a lot of this in other messages and they'll find you if they're for you. But what I'm getting at here is that there's a lot of energies that are coming up because there's a lot of divine orchestration where there's certain moments in time right now where things are meant to overlap. I'm being shown different, this is so interesting and I don't know how I'm going to explain to you this image. The angels are showing me kind of like timelines of beings, but like it's like, so imagine like you're walking around and there's like a sparkly like golden like path that you're leaving as you walk. Okay, so it's almost like and it's like you're walking your timeline, right? Like your timeline, take one timeline and like you're walking and then there's like a path that you're leaving behind, but it's like a sparkly line of golden dust is what they're showing me. And they're showing me different people's timelines right now and like where they're intersecting, but it's like multi-dimensional. And so I'm seeing like probably like maybe 4 or 5 different people's timelines at this current time. These could be 5 people that are really significant to you. You could have new friends coming in. This could be part of that divine orchestration. You could have new friends coming in and maybe they're showing me all of your new friend groups like timelines and the orchestration. I'm seeing it's almost like a spider's web, but it moves in different directions than just how a normal web is like this. I'm seeing it like 3D kind of, well, not just 3D, but like 5D. Like it's like every direction and there's different ones and all the different paths because like time isn't linear and time isn't real. You know what I mean? So take it out and it's just everywhere. It's like it's all the different directions because people are meant to experience things at certain points on their path in their trajectory in order for things to fall together and like it's just everyone's on a different timeline, right? But we're on these different timelines and they're showing me these intersection points, but it's not an intersection, it's like divine orchestrated cosmic what's it called? Fated coming together, fated encounters, fated encounters moving together, and I'm seeing tons of them. So you're going to notice that you're in rooms and like don't let yourself, remember you're not driving, baby. You're not driving. You're in the passenger seat, so just ride, okay? That's what the angels are saying. Like you're in the passenger seat. ride. They were also giving me an energy earlier of like, sit back, and while you're riding, like there's almost this like message that they were giving me where like for once you can just have, like, you can just laugh, you can just enjoy the view, you can just enjoy what's coming around you, and you can let go of like the pressure that you've always held of like being the driver, of needing to like have like all of your senses on to make sure that you're like doing well, and like and that a car is not going to hit you, XYZ, like being wonderful, being safe. But you have been poofed out of the drivers and into the drivers, out of the main seat and into the passenger seat. So now you just get to relax, and you get to sit back and enjoy. And the angels are saying like, this is your chance to sit back and laugh at everything, like, and remember that like you're moving through this insane moment of divine orchestration at this time in your life, and you're going to be thrown around almost, or driven a bunch of different random places that you're meant to be, okay? So you're gonna end up in all these weird little rooms, or like places that like a lot of people are, and there may be people you know there too. There may be a lot of people that you know, and there may be a bunch of people that you don't know, but the thing is that you're meant to be in this room, you're meant to be in these places. These are divine fated encounters that are upon your pathway, that the angels have they've been weaving these moments to fall together for, I'm literally hearing years. They've been weaving for years. Hold on, let me breathe. I'm almost getting this energy that this has been a time in the making your entire life. Like your whole life has been leading up to this moment, not just this one moment, but like this time, like this era, or like, I don't even want to say era, I just feel like this is the beginning. Like this is where it all, like if you were to think back at the end of your life, is what they're showing me. If you were to think back at the end of your life, you'll be like, that was the moment it started. And yes, it started before this exact moment. So that's what I'm also hearing, is that yes, you have a whole story from here backwards, and you feel like that's like that it already started, because it did, right? Like, of course, the very base of like momentum started so long ago when you were born, and like throughout your life, like little things like add it all together. But I'm hearing that like this is like way bigger than anything you've ever felt before or experienced before. Like when you look back, when you cross, you're gonna be like, whoa, that was that moment of mass energy and transformation in my life. And it's just funny because like you feel like you've already been through so much transformation. I can feel that, and you have. But like now it's almost like you went through the transformation to become you, to like land in your body, and now you're entering the transformation that's like the good shit. Like I'm hearing, oh, what's that song? Can we skip to the good part? Da, da, da. Whatever that is. Like you can't skip, but like you hit it. Like you made it past the threshold, and you're now at the good part. Like this is that moment where like things are just going to, the way that things are going to fall together for you, and they're going to make zero sense. Like it's gonna be like miracles. Like I'm just getting this energy that like things are gonna happen in the weirdest, most unpredictable ways because of this weaving together that your angels have been working on for you. And it's now, like it's beginning now. Whew. Sit back. They are really telling you to sit back. There's a part of you that's trying. Oh, they gave me this image last night too, in the middle of the night. I'm happy you brought it back. Thank you, angels. They showed me the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, and how they like, well, I don't know what they pour into him, but I know that if you pour WD-40 into like mechanical parts that are like rusted or like really stuck, it'll loosen them up, and then they like work again. Like, so maybe they poured WD-40 into him. I don't remember. Maybe it was just oil, but WD-40 is like what we use in our world. Why do I look so red? I don't know, sorry. I don't know why that happened. Anyways, WD-40, they are showing me like WD-40 being poured into all of these tin parts. And basically, like, it's funny because they were explaining to me that what you're currently moving through at this exact moment in time is that moment where, like, if you were the Tin Man, you are having that poured in for the first time. And so parts of you that have been, like, I want to say stagnant, or like you forgot could ever move or didn't know could ever move, are getting friction or releasing friction for the first time. And like, you're remembering to use muscles that you didn't know were there, or like motions too, like not just, you know, like it's like your first time moving almost, because it's like all the blocks and stagnancy and like dormant energy that was holding them stuck, like tight, has been removed. And so now you're like wiggling them for the first time, you know, like that's the energy I'm getting. And that's this time in your life. It's not just your body, okay? You may have things about your body that like you're moving. That could be a significant thing for someone, like a sign, where you've just been like loosening parts of your body that you forgot could move, or like unlocking certain parts of your body that you forgot could be unlocked, and like you could feel them again one day, like a heart or a womb. But what I'm getting is that this time in your life is gonna feel so weird for you, and like all the moments are gonna be super weird because you're gonna be moving almost uncomfortably again. Like that's why the angels are like, sit back, like, because they're like, you're trying to stay stagnant almost when you're trying to like grab the wheel and drive. It's kind of like we're trying to correlate the two together. But what I'm getting is like, they're just showing me that this time in your life, months. Okay, angels, give us something other than months. It's not years, it's a few months. Okay, these next few months for you. These next few months for you. 222 on my timer. Everything's coming into balance. These next few months for you are going to feel a little uncomfortable because you're remembering how to move. So the angels are almost guiding you at this time to allow yourself to be super out of your comfort zone. It's not that you're going to be uncomfortable, it's that you're just going to be like using muscles you forgot existed. So for example, let's say that you've been like super hermity for the past little while. I know a lot of our collective has been. You're going to be going out and you're gonna be like working those muscles of remembering how to have conversations and how to like move around a room, and like even how to like go get a drink, and how to feel like, you know, like when you go out for the first time in a really long time, and at the very beginning, or even when you meet up with someone that you haven't met up with in a really long time, and in the very beginning it's like very like and like just like it's almost anxiety ridden, but like at the same time it's just like it's actually just excitement most of the time, right? Where you're like, and you just like don't know, so it's like that excitement of like stepping into the unknown. So like you're like, I don't know where this is gonna go, but like the inside of you is just like vibrating almost, where you're like trying to get it under control, and you're like, I'm fine, it's fine, everything's good. It's that energy. But like after you're there for like an hour, you're soft and you're warmed up and you're like loosened, and you're like, whoa, like this is so fun, you know, like it takes that softening into it. And that's what I'm getting with your body and that image of the Tin Man, right? I don't know why the Tin Man, but probably because that makes sense. But that's what this time in your life is going to feel like. So when you're going out of your comfort zone, the angels are asking you to just like let yourself warm up and go as slow as you need to, but just don't stop yourself from going, and sit back and laugh at it and let it be fun and weird and joyful, and like allow yourself to soften into it a little bit more. And don't get mad at yourself if you are still a little like it. Like for example, let's say your hand is like, you just pour the WD-40 in and you're like trying to move, but then the one finger won't move. Can I move just not one of them? Look, you're like, but then that one won't move, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to move it. That's you trying to control. So instead, like loosening it and letting it just like soften so that it can like open, right? That's the energy I'm getting. Wow. there's more here, but I'm taking a very needed pause. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and smell the roses, you know? Sometimes you just gotta breathe and remember you're alive, and you don't have to, I don't have to. When I'm channeling, like, my favorite thing ever is when it's like, feels like we're hanging out, because like that's like the true channel. It's waves, you know, and they come through with the messages so strong in certain points, and sometimes it's soft and like, but that's how life is too. Everything comes in waves, and like, it's okay to slow down. There's another message that's been coming through a lot recently where like, I feel like for the first time in your life, you're not in a rush. And I've been feeling this for a while, like, because I really, really resonate with this message that's been coming through. But like, for the first time in your life, it's not about the end goal. And yes, I am feeling an energy of like, there's still like a part of you that like lived your whole life like feeling like you had to do and succeed or like get to a certain point, that like there's still an old version of you that like does rise into your skin in moments and is like do. But there's also so much more of a new version that you've birthed through yourself that is like, oh, for the first time ever, like, I can relax, like, I can sit back and I can just breathe, and that's enough. Like, that's enough. In case you needed a reminder, it is so enough to have the moments where you sit down, because you're not in a rush, and you're not supposed to be going anywhere directly within a span of specific time. Like, all your dreams are valid. Everything you want can come to fruition, and it can still come to fruition if you're intuitively feeling like you need to rest now and slow down. That doesn't slow down the process of becoming. It just actually speeds it up because you're loosening and softening into just being, which is extremely important. And I've been learning this the past few years, but like, just learning to not feel like you're in a race is the energy I'm getting. Like, because you're not, and we're not pitted against each other. Maybe this is present because so many people are talking about jealousy in the air, but like, no one is against anyone. Like, everyone's living their own individual experience, and we are all beautiful reflections for each other, and we're these beautiful divine miracles of such an amazing reflective energy at the specific points in time that we reach other people. And it's beautiful because it's all reflection upon us, right? And so there is just absolutely no rush, because think about like the essence of you, the essence of who you are and the way that you affect people. My star almost came off. The essence of who you are and the way that you affect people. Let's look at this, right? Like, you're 1 in a billion, 1 in 8 billion, 9 billion? I don't know how many people are on the planet. You're very, very unique, very individual. And you at a certain point in time, like 5 years ago, and all the friends that you had 5 years ago, like, that version of you was the most profound version of you to be friends with those people, especially at that time in their lives. Because think about the way that like the essence of you lingers, okay? Think about the way that your like concept lingers. And if you can't think about yourself in the way that you linger, even though I think you can, because I think you know how special you are, just like I know how special you are, because I can feel how special you are. But you can think about someone else if you don't want to think about you. Because you can think about the way that someone else lingers in your presence from another time in your life, and how much they linger for a specific time. You do that to others, okay? I'm bringing it back to you because this is about you. I love others, but it's about you. You are the star. You are the guiding light right now. Okay. the way that you were and the things that you were moving through at that old time was perfect for that time with those other people's lives, because you touched them the way that they needed to be touched for their own timeline, for their own like personal growth. And you're still doing it now for the people who are in your life now. Like, that's why you're just not in a rush, because if the version of you today existed 5 years ago, the version of you today wouldn't have been in any of the places that you were 5 years ago. Like, really. You wouldn't have been friends with those people. You wouldn't have been in those specific rooms. You wouldn't have even been maybe in the same place that you lived, because you wouldn't have had those desires that you had at that current moment, or that moment in time, right? Because you would have the desires that you have today. And you needed those old desires and those old mechanisms and ways of being in order to be the version of you back then that you needed to be to inspire the people you needed to inspire. And now you're who you are today. But this is just another like point that you're okay to slow down, because exactly who you are right now and exactly who you're becoming and in your becoming in this moment, you're affecting people. Your essence is so prominent and loud that the way that you're affecting people right now in this exact energy that you are today, not 5 years from today in the future, not 1 year today in the future, not tomorrow, today you are an essence that is truly affecting people in such a profound way for their exact like own transformative frequencies that they are meant to tap and touch. And you know, the craziest thing is that usually the essence of who we are later on in life, so like you today, you're probably still touching the people that you touched 5 years ago, because they're probably still watching you glow and glow more and more and more. And maybe it was extremely important for them to meet you beforehand so they could see through you how possible it is to transform everything, to like truly become a more inspired and aligned version of yourself, because you are, right? This message found you. You are. And exactly who you are is such a beautiful like moment for everyone around you and all these people that are watching you and yourself in this moment. So slow down, like sit in the passenger seat. Don't try to press on the gas, like laugh and just enjoy and like be the essence that you are, because you have worked extremely hard to become this version of you. Like, you've worked so hard to become this version of you, and you have also grown to a point that you really deserve to just sit back and like be. And you've always deserved to be, but like how beautiful is it that after everything, this is the moment you get to truly be, where you get to stretch your fingers out and play in realms that you haven't played in a very long time, and let go and give it to the angels, to God, to the universe. Like, open yourself in a way that you're allowing yourself to be a miracle and to witness miracles and to step and dance through this beautiful, beautiful image that they gave me that I really hope you guys have in your head of that like fifth dimensional spider's web of your essence of your timeline dancing in and out of other people's timelines. Like, what a gorgeous, gorgeous time for you right now. Right now. Right now. Ah. Truly, truly. I feel like that's the message today. That's the message. Oh. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. If this message resonated with you, please do let me know. And you can comment down below and let me know. And I will see you guys in the next message. I'll be somewhere else. In a different car. I'm so excited. Okay, I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Mwah.